Hi again. I couldn't leave this research as is without finishing what we spoke of in the last video um, about optimization, even though it's a double-edged sword and we shouldn't just pick the best parameters and decide that we should trade it or invest it this way. Still, I need to scratch that itch, I guess. So we will just add a couple lines of code to this and figure out which the best parameters are, right? I made myself another coffee. I'll try to be not too loud with sipping out of it. And let's just continue. I prompted ChatGPT already with, yeah, like a dummy, the dummy that I am. I want to optimize and figure out which max reserve cap, reserve percentage, and VIX value are the best. And yeah, there is the code. We'll continue from where we left off. Okay, you want to optimize across 3 dimensions: VIX threshold, reserve percentage, max reserve deploy cap. Let's do this clean, fast, and fully vectorized friendly. Okay, define parameter grid. Yes. Actually, pum, pum, pum. Come on, seriously. Yeah, that's that's very me. Oh, with a spelling mistake. Perfect. Op. E. Anyway, um, we're doing this. Step 2, optimization loop. This uses your correct weekly logic. Sweet. Okay. And while we're doing this, we can add. No, 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 no. Removing this. Okay. VIX thresholds. No, let's add those. Well, nah, I think 50 is enough. It will be calculated quicker as well. And yeah. Rank strategies, yes, please. Best strategies. Clean, readable output. Oh, we're still doing the optimization. Yeah, this will take some time. This is cute. I've never used this before. Okay, 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 okay. This, no. Give me first. 1,000 is a lot, but clean, readable output. Yes. Is it clean? Yeah, I'm curious. Wow, that's cool. That's really cool. I like it. So there you go. It's best to just invest your money directly in the market every week. Again, not a financial advice. This is a personal research. Okay, cool. I liked this table. Heat maps. Love those. Yep. What was XIR again? Main annualized return metric. Heat maps with those. Cap sensitivity, very important. Hey, actually, I don't think we did. Again, the smallest the VIX spike, the better. The biggest the cap, the better. What you will likely discover from experience, and you'll verify, reserve helps, but only to a point. 25 to 50% reserve is usually optimal. Nah, zero was the best. 75% reserve, too much idle cash hurts returns. True. VIX sweet spot exists. Too low, 15, deploy too often, becomes DCA. And it seems like DCA is better than most cases. Too high, 40 plus, deploy too rarely, wasted cash, kinda, depending on the cap of yeah, um, yeah, the reserve cap. VIX sweet spot exists, and it's between 20 and 30. Nah, it's between, yeah, you can see where it is. You can see where it is. Cap matters a lot. Small cap underutilizes dips, huge cap dumps too early. Sweet spot usually 5 to no. No. There you go. So best likely combo you'll confirm. Expect something like reserve 2550, VIX 2030, cap 50, 500 to 1000. Nope. But not too far. If you want next level, I can upgrade this to 3D surface plots, drawdowns versus return frontier, Sharpe ratio optimization, a regime-based strategy, different behavior in bull versus bear. I mean, yeah, we can do those, but it kind of defeats the purpose of the whole idea. The idea was to be as simple as possible. If you're just starting with investing, historically, what's the best method you can do it from now on? Again, not a financial advice. Should I invest my money at the end of every month? Should I invest my money at the end of every week? At every 2 weeks? Should I save some of my money, like invest only 75% of them using those periods that I just mentioned, and save the rest to buy dips when dips is defined by VIX spikes or fear in the market. Yeah, this was the main question. Uh, Putting regime-based decision making, etc. Yeah, we will not do this now. Um, it's a cool thing to try later, maybe in some other video, but yeah, I don't know. This is enough for now. I would like to see the 3D surface plots though. I am curious about the 3D surface plots, to be honest, and maybe the return frontier. Yeah, while we're waiting for this, we can do, yeah, I actually think I forgot something from the last video. Um, yeah, yeah, the distribution. Boom, boom. This is an ugly way to show it. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, but the mean is 20, 21, almost. Cool. This is one standard deviation. Okay. So, oh, yeah, I wanted to put this down there. Yeah, exactly. So now, do we need to add something? I don't think so. It's kind of enough. Okay. 3000, do you see 3000 somewhere? I don't see 3000 anywhere. Yeah, why is that out? Interesting. And 250? What? What? Um, because probably I didn't. Yeah, those are the calculations before I edited these arrays lists. Um, yeah, what do we have here? Nice. These two views are actually the most useful. 3D surface plots let you see where performance peaks. Drawdown versus return frontier shows whether extra return was worth extra pain. Use these calls cells after you already built optdf. Yeah, data frame. Make sure optimization data frame has the right columns. This assumes it has reserve percentage, cap, fixed threshold. Yeah. Well, it should, right? So we have a reserve percentage. Yeah, we have a cap. We have fixed threshold. Yes. XIR, yes. Max DD, yes. Net profit, we do. And ending value. Ending value, yes. I can see it right there. If your drawdown column is named max drawdown percentage instead of max, rename it once. Max drawdown percentage. No, it's not. It's max DD. You just gave me the code. What do you mean? Okay, and then what do we have? 3D surface plots. Yeah, we cannot make a true 3D surface directly with all three parameters at once. So the clean way is choose one cup plot surface of x, y, z. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah. Um, how much left? Wow, that's pretty cool actually. It's ready. That took 13 minutes. Oh my. Yes, now we're talking. Yes. Boom. 100. Yeah. Yeah, the 12,000 is right there. So yeah, we can obviously see that the best net profit comes with the least reserve percentage. And then when we actually increase the reserve percentage, the best profits come with quadrupling or more our bets when the VIX is above any number. Literally, yeah, any number. $35, $15, $35, $30, $15, $15, at any cap. Yeah, and maybe we should look the worst outcomes. Yeah, the worst outcomes are not that bad actually. Yeah, the difference is quite small, to be honest. I didn't expect that. Are we? Hey, give me the first page. This is the first page. Yes. If we order them by net profit, was everything that I said true? Yes. The whole first page is, yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Well, that's the thing. Many people will argue is net profit the best metric to measure this on. Well, yeah, I'm giving you the code in the description or the comments so you can measure it in any other way. You can slap a Sharpe ratio, Sortino ratio, equity drawdown, whatever makes you happy. But yeah, I'm currently doing the net profit thing. If you invest every week, can you in 30, 40, 50 years not selling on dips, just withdraw your money, sell your whole position, and go in the forest or whatever? Yeah. And what's the best way for that? Yeah, definitely low reserve percentage and low VIX threshold. Those are the two uh, most important parameters if we have to scale them by importance. Yeah, you can see the whole beginning of this table is zeros at the reserve percentage, and then when it becomes bigger, it's prevailing for the smallest VIX values are prevailing. Okay, let's reverse this though. Which one would be the worst? Yeah, big VIX values and big reserve percentages. And I should seriously end the video here. Yeah, you might feel less depressed on the dips because 30% max drawdown sounds much better than 55. But yeah, at the end, is it worth it for 500k more? Because the net profit here is 2 million and here it's 2.5. Yeah, that's for everyone to decide. But yeah, this is the easiest way to set up, is because if you have a Vanguard account or Interactive Brokers, they can just withdraw money and deposit them from your bank account directly into the market every week. I don't think any of those gives the option to look at the VIX and invest based on that. That's going to be a cool idea. Maybe Revolut does that. I'm not sure. Not sponsored by any of them. But yet the easiest option, that's the bottom line. The easiest option seems to be the most profitable. Maximum drawdown is 55%. Yeah, global financial crisis would have been very, 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 very stressful. But yeah, in 35 years, that's the data. Okay, let's do this. Let's analyze those. Yep. I think I should refresh them though. Yep. Same thing. Same thing. Yep. Very obvious. Oh, so cool. Fixed threshold, reserve percentage. Yeah. Yeah. This is VIX threshold. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Why is this like that? Hey, I missed a little bit of. Okay, this is the XIRR. VIX threshold. The bigger, the better. It's a bit annoying. Reserve percentage. Yep. Okay. Max drawdown. Okay. Well, those look cool, but honestly, I'm not getting much out of those. I'm happy if you do. I hope this helps in any way. Small multiples, one surface per cup. Let's see this. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, yeah, we can understand. I can understand that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's kind of useful. We can. This is usually better than a single 3D plot. Small multiple one surface per cup. See this? Pum, 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 pum. Cool. Okay, I'm hacking ahead because at this point I think it's a waste of time. And yeah, this is really cool. Drawdown versus Return Frontier. Yeah, this is how it usually goes, right? The more return you're going for, the more max drawdown you have to be capable to swallow. Highlight the Pareto Frontier. Okay. Plot the frontier cleanly. A strategy is on the frontier if no other strategy has higher XR while also having lower drawdown. Since drawdown is negative, better drawdown means higher, less negative. Wow, don't say. Drawdown versus frontier, this is the big one. You want max drawdown, yeah, each point one strategy. Color, yeah, we did this. Color, cap, maybe market size reserve equals reserve percentage. Marker size. What's happening here? Highlight the Pareto frontier. Yeah, yeah, there it is. Strategy by different priorities. Execution has completed. Thank you. Drawdown versus return with Pareto frontier. Yeah, yeah, those are like different ways of showing the same thing that we spoke of earlier. Very cool. The strategy by different priorities. My my recommendation for reading the results. Use them like this: 3D XIR surface where performance peaks, 3D Max DD surface where pain is lowest, frontier plot which strategies are truly efficient. In practice, the best choices are often on the Pareto frontier, not necessarily the single top XARR point. Yeah, this is really bad. Yeah. But wait, why didn't we see that earlier? Did we see it actually? I don't remember seeing this in the table. This is a frontier. Hmm. I don't remember seeing only 1 million of profit. Ah, because it's only 150. Oh, sorry guys. Mm-hmm. Same for the best. There you go. Yeah. The worst scenarios are high VIX thresholds and high reserve percentages. Max drawdown 27, 24, sometimes 20. That's cool. Why? This is a bit annoying. Why are you not? Anyway, this is strange. If you're descending and ascending, why are you not showing me this value? Anyway, it's kind of, yeah, it's no different than what we already said. Yeah. Um, yes, best plotter order. There you go. Dum, 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 dum. Pareto, what was this? Pareto Frontier Strategies 110. So 110 of them are on the frontier. Yeah. Best XARR. Yep. Best net profit. Yep. Best drawdown. Woo-ha! That's a lot of difference in the net profit though. 3 times the drawdown and like, yeah, almost 4 times in net profit. Pareto Frontier Strategies. Yeah. Yeah. Plot circuit for cap. Yeah, didn't we already do that? Yeah, sweet. All in one place. Beautiful. Yeah, so ChatGPT's analysis is this is actually a very clean result and it tells a strong story. Let's break it down properly. The big headline, the optimizer says best XARR is 0% reserve, pure DCA, best profit is 0% reserve, pure DCA, meaning trying to time dips using VIX did not beat simple weekly DCA. That's a big deal. Why DCA wins here? Your best result is this. This is effectively just always buying every week. White wins, S&P has long-term positive drift, cash sitting in reserve equals drag. Even when dips happen, you miss time in market. Deploy imperfectly. Yeah. So opportunity cost is bigger than the benefit of trying to time it. The interesting part, drawdown strategy. This is very, very revealing. So yeah, having max DD of 20% with 75% reserve percentage at VIX 50. The interpretation, you found a low risk regime strategy. DCA is 8.8% return with 50%, 54% drawdown. High reserve is this 4.56 return and 19% drawdown. This is basically a defensive capital reservation strategy. Holds lots of cash, only buys during extreme fear, avoids crashes almost entirely. Yeah, but you end with almost 4 times less net. This is basically a defensive capital reservation strategy. Holds lots of cash, only buys during extreme fear, avoids crashes almost entirely. What the Pareto Frontier means, this is the most important line. Pareto Frontier strategy is 610. That's a lot. It means there is no single best strategy, only trade-offs. Translation: you have a continuous spectrum. Left side, high return. Can we do this? Left side, high return, high drawdown. Right side, low drawdown, lower return. Yeah, what's actually optimal? You should not pick either extreme, pure DCA, too much drawdown, 75% reserve, too much underperformance. The sweet spot is in the middle, from experience plus your setup likely reserve percentage 25 to 50, VIX 20 to 30, and cap 500 to 1000. This is probably true. Yeah, kind of this right here. Excuse me. Yeah, but realistically, this is it. Yeah, the region typically gives almost DCA level returns, noticeably lower drawdowns. Key insight about VIX. VIX equal to 15, winning with reserve 0 is a clue. It tells you low thresholds trigger too often. Strategy degenerates into DCA, which is not bad. In this case, DCA seems to be the way to go. High VIX, extremely rare. Capital sits idle but gives strong cash protection. Yeah, but we're not even including inflation in this. Imagine staying in cash after 2020. Yes, you are buying the dip in 2020 and then only generating cash. I bet that cash has devalued, like the dollar has devalued with 30-40% since COVID. I mean, Bulgarian lev has devalued with more, for sure. I mean, only year over year, 2021 to 2022, it was 18%. Yeah, anyway, we are not at all taking inflation into account. So I do not agree that this gives strong crash protection. Crash protection, yeah. Yeah, I read it, cash protection. Critical subtle issue in your model. Right now, reserve cash earns 0%. That strongly biases against reserve strategies. If you add yield, very important, even, yeah, then reserve strategies will look much better. The optimal region will shift. What your result really proves, core conclusion, timing the market with VIX alone is not enough to beat DCA, but it can reshape your risk profile dramatically. The real takeaway, important, you didn't find the best strategy, you found the risk return frontier of DCA versus opportunistic buying. If you were to act on this, you would choose something like option A, option B. Yeah, you can see those. Final interpretation, one sentence. Your model shows that DCA is optimal for returns, but VIX-based reserve strategies are powerful tools for reducing drawdowns, not for beating returns. Yeah, you can look at it this way. Yeah. If you want next step, the most valuable upgrade is add interest on reserve cash inflation adjusted. Yes. Yes, please. Let's do that. I think where are you going to get 3% interest from? Last couple of years, yeah, it was kind of profitable, but before that, it wasn't good at all. Yes, that's the right nest upgrade. Two improvements: reserve cash and interest results are adjusted for inflation. That makes the comparison much more realistic. Below is a clean way to add both. Okay, yeah, this would be cool. Replace your reserve strategy simulator with this version. Yeah, but let's leave this for another video, because again we are getting deeper and deeper. It's not bad, but it's getting very long again. I can't see here, but it's probably been at least 40 minutes, and I intended it for it to be 10 minutes only. So yeah, stay green, stay profitable, earn cash in order to have money at the end of every week, I guess. And yeah, see you soon again. Bye bye. Again, code will be in the description or the comments. Peace.